Hello everyone and welcome back to Vintage Everyday, where I make daily vintage videos. Today I'm going to take you along vintage shopping with me. So I'm going to two separate vintage antique stores. They do a lot of furniture. One of them does quite a lot of vintage clothing, and they both do a lot of bric-a-brac, and one of them is my absolute favourite one. It's so much great stuff, and the majority of my furniture in my house is from this shop. So I'm going to go there and see what I can see and bring you along. I'm sorry, is that a grey hair? Oh my god, it's a white hair. I'm in my 20s. Oh my god, I've got two! Can someone tell my hair that I'm like in my 20s? Thanks. We are here at our first stop. At this one, I'm hoping to get vintage clothes and vintage records. Here is a pair of vintage clip-on earrings. So they've got a plastic pearl-looking bead on the front, and then they're gold to look like a flower, and I got them. I absolutely adore them. Here's a look at the kind of stuff, the ornaments they had, china ornaments. I then was looking at the records, because the records were 49p each, which is really good price for records. And I did pick up a few of them. I always pick up musicals, because I love musicals so much. So I picked up Hello Dolly, this one here. Absolutely loved the cover, so beautiful. And then behind this one was The King and I picked up that one as well, but I just loved the front cover on Hello Dolly, and I got this one, The King and I, as well. We are just parking in the next shop. I didn't film in it much in the last shop, but I got so much stuff that I absolutely love, stuff that I collect. Got really lucky with that. So we are on to the next shop, which they have a bit of clothes, so I'm going to look through the clothes, but mostly I'm going there for kind of bric-a-brac items. They had loads of gorgeous vintage knitted items, so I got two there. And then I had a little bit of drama. So I picked up this absolutely gorgeous vintage made in England hat. It's like a pillbox hat, and then it's got a veil and a lovely bit at the back of it. And I gave it to a child, and this is what the child did with it. You'll see in the next clip. Stuffed it at the back. Did you see how it was stuffed behind? And get ready for a rant. I am back in the car and Dom is just fixing the windscreen wiper. I just had such a drama with a hat. This beautiful hat, I'll put it on. There's the lovely old label in it. I'll put this hat on to tell you the drama with it. So I picked it up, fell in love with it. Oh my god, I love it. Absolutely fell in love with it. Love it. Think it's gorgeous. This girl came up to me and she wasn't that young. She was maybe like 10. She came up, I had it in my basket because they give you like shopping baskets. She picked it out of the basket and said, "My mum needs one of these for a wedding. Where are they?" So I said, "Oh, I don't think they've got any more," but I wandered over to where they were so like I could look with her to see if there was any more. There wasn't any. So I said, "Oh, there's not any more." She gave this like sigh, and so I felt really bad. She then walked off. So then I was thinking like, I love this hat. It's gorgeous. I adore it. I thought that one was talking to me for a minute. I was about to say, "Don't you start." So I went and found this girl. Dom's here. We're just driving home now. So I went and found this girl, gave her the hat, and I said, "Your mum can have this hat because she's going to a wedding." It was so awkward. I'm too awkward to be alive, to be honest with you. It was just, I was like, "Your mum can have this hat because she's going to a wedding." It was awkward. So I gave the girl the hat. She did not say thank you. She took the hat, walked off. No thank you, nothing. And I thought, how bloody rude. And then the whole time I was around there, I thought, well, it was a nice thing to do because that woman's going to a wedding and everything, but I love the hat. Like, I would have loved to have owned this hat so I could prance around, you know, my house in it, but it is what it is, you know, she's going to a wedding. So before I left, I went back to where the hats were. There was like this hat and then other straw hats, but no other ones like this. So I went there expecting to see just the straw hats. This was shoved in there, and that's why like I filmed that clip. That it'd been like shoved in there, and the girl and her mum had left, and the girl hadn't even come up to me to say like, "My mum doesn't want it." Like, she'd obviously come up to her mum, and her mum didn't. It's not really a wedding hat, it's quite dark for a wedding, so her mum obviously didn't want the hat, and the girl just thought, "Oh, I'll just like shove it back in there. I won't go and find that lady who gave me the hat. No, I'll just shove it back on the shelf." How rude. I'm just on my way back home now, so I'm gonna end this video here. Tomorrow I'll put up a haul video of all the stuff that I got. Got my Merrell bag, so I'll put up the haul video tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow for another video.